County against Leeds United was the next game in the EFL Championship in our first season. I did lead some kits. All the rest of the teams are in default apart from Ridge County, my team, obviously. And Leeds United, obviously, because, you know, Leeds is where I come from originally. So I've been many places. I think this third kit they're in, I just did a generic kind of purple one. One, because Salino hated purple, and Salino's not there anymore. I didn't really particularly like Salino anyway, so there you go. And obviously, I think their third kit for the season that will be ending tomorrow, I think, or last game today or something. I can't remember. But yeah, I think that's kind of a maroony one. So I didn't have this purple one anyway. Shotgun in there, deflected. Nice little turn, good finish there from Tyler Roberts. Medic Maniac not chuffed with that. But yeah, it was a good take, wasn't it, from that pass. Just set him up nicely to have a shot. You're going to see it a little bit better as the ball's just played, just slid through into his path. He takes it nicely and smashes it home to give Leeds the lead here. And that was all she wrote for the first half in terms of chances, so my team really were up against it. Possession stats once again, they've had more possession than my team. So into the second half we go. Referee gets us underway. And Leeds coming forward again, massive space there, look, on that side. Ball into the area. And a good save by Melikov. Ridge County now with a bit of play. Goyos. Unlucky there, Goyos. As you can see, when the ball's played forward, just a little feign and a shot, but just got it wide. And this was a nice move by Leeds. Lots of space to play in. I found that actually playing Leeds, there were a lot of space to work in, but when my team gets more, you know, that teamwork stat grinded, and my players get that little bit better quality about them, then we'll be able to make more use of that space. But there was space, and Leeds were playing with space there, obviously, because the way that my team's set up, you know, when I come up against teams like Leeds, I do like to pass the ball in PES. I like to try and you know, use that width. Leeds were very, very similar in that respect. So it allowed us to play, but they were just better than us that day. You know, obviously we're still early doors, Matchday 13, and you can see goals flying in there. Look at that, 4-4, 4-3. Although 6 goals in Wigan and Fulham, weren't there? 4-2. Millwall down at the bottom, 5 goals there. Reading, 3 goals. I meant 5 goals as in Millwall 1, Swansea 4, that's 5, isn't it? So Bristol City next. But at the moment my scores are all very, you know, very low, 0-0s. And you know, the odd goal here and there, and you know, that teamwork that needs a really good grinding. But Bristol City will, you know, could be problematic as a team. I found this game extremely boring. Right, Bristol City, you can see their shape there, how many they've got in that box. That were them all game. Honestly, that were them all game. They were a team that sat in their half and did absolutely nothing. And they relied upon me attacking them so that they could try and win the ball or get the ball from an errant pass of mine. And then they'd kind of spring, forward and play hit long balls and stuff. But other than that, they were just happy to stand in their area doing absolutely nothing. So the first half came and went, and you can see there that we had more possession because they were just doing nothing. And the second half happened, and there's, save from their keeper there. As we tried, we really tried. I mean, I really did try and break them down. But as you can see there, the whistle's gone. The second half came and went, and there was only one shot really. Bristol City were rubbish and boring, and that's the counter-attack tactic that we're talking about. Horrible matches to play. We tried. Yeah, that's all there is to say about that one. So, ball draw. 6 goals there between Leeds and Cardiff. 4 between West Brom and QPR. Hull and Fulham, 5 goals in their game. And it's like, and I get matches like that against Bristol City, and I look at this scorecard here, and there's goals flying in everywhere, and I'm it's a real struggle with the defaults, on regular difficulty, I did score goals, and I had a couple of, decent wins. Boyce scored 3 hat-tricks in the season. That's regular difficulty. Professional difficulty is a different kettle of fish. It's very, very difficult. The game programming and the coding for this game needs some serious sorting out. Lots of issues to talk about. Player select button, I'm finding it's terrible. It's terribly broken. There's lots of other, pieces of scripting. Well, I call it blatant cheating that PES does, and it does it particularly in matches like the Bristol City match, and it's really difficult to enjoy a game. Either you play it on regular and you get what I'd consider to be unrealistic scores in your first season, so you turn it up the difficulty, what's supposed to be difficult, to just one level to professional, and then it gets unrealistically more difficult. That's a good goal there. We scored. Brentford are a tough side, so I'll shut up talking about PES and and how it is and the coding of it and everything. And that I try and show in the highlights. I'm having to think about how I do the highlights, because ideally I'd like to have got more matches into a highlight package, but I like to try and show when the teams actually play football, because I do like to try and play football. And like that goal that Goya scored, there was some nice play to it, and Brentford there, they did try and play football. Like Leeds earlier, they tried to play football. Bristol City just put men in their area. So I do try and show it when I can, but there's a lot of laborious and a lot of I call it fighting, where my pad will feel quite clunky because of the pressure and it's so constant, from the game program. It really makes you work hard, and I do try and show the good football in the packages, but there's just not a lot. Shot from Goyas there, saved. In some matches there's not a lot anyway. Some matches feel a lot more exciting. I felt really hard done by here, because I considered that PES tricks. You'll see it more on the replay, but not Goyos on the brain. Gioza, the right back, he falls over like he's being hit by a truck or He's run into a concrete wall or something. Watch this. And then he's just like, what is that about? Or is it Vasil? Vasil, I think it was. I just tried to apply a bit of pressure, you know? And he's just gone down. And then, because their man's got free run, and their man were completely unaffected. It wasn't like he reacted to being hit by Vasil, so it was just like an invisible Vasil ran into an invisible force field, which floored him, and then their man's just got to walk the ball into the net, and it's just like I felt really hard done by with that, to be honest. Because to be honest, against Brentford, we didn't play too particularly bad. It shows that we had 2 shots and that, but we both had to go at each other, let me tell you. So Matchday 15 results there. Cardiff beaten 3-0 by Bristol City. How Bristol City beat Cardiff, I will never know, because Bristol City will have just stood there with all their men in their area doing absolutely sweet FA, wouldn't they? 4 goals between Reading and Sheffield Wednesday there. But yeah, Matchday 15 came and went. And we played Sheffield Wednesday next. And hopefully, this game will be more entertaining than the Bristol City game, because I just hate when it gets into a series of games and they're all quite difficult. I do like it broken up. I understand football, some teams will sit back and defend and stuff, but it's just the counter-attack mechanic in PES. What a goal that is, by the way. Take a look at this one. What a goal this is. It's absolutely smashed it in off the underside of the bar. Medic Maniac on the touchline, not happy. Caulfield went down like a sack of spud, but look at that left foot. Absolutely smacked it off the underside of the bar. Melikov, no chance. That's right foot. Flicked it up with his left foot, didn't he, and then smacked it in right foot. So 1-0 down, and that is all she wrote for the first half. Always need to pick me up at half time. Absolutely. The rabble needs to respond now. And in the second half, you can see tick-tock on the clock, but absolutely nothing had happened in goal-scoring situations. Nobody had a shot. It was, like we went from one end to another, but nobody could create a shot at all. Nothing doing in the second half, and it finished 1-0. Really frustrating. And there you go. He took man of the match with that strike. QPR smacking in 4 goals. 4 goals shared between Brentford and Cardiff. We were beaten 1-0. Stoke smacked Millwall 4-0 and Preston smacked Blackburn Rovers 4-1. A few 2-0s there as well.